into the future, but yearn for the past.
Because you know what you want.
The house on the hill. Those bright, foolish days. The old friend who loved you too much. Perhaps in the end you choose to forget. Or do you remember it still?
Is this her? One with the Jew husband?
I longed for you, ached for you in every nerve and muscle.
Can't I ride with my friends?
Hello.
Hey, Hanna, how are you? Good morning. It's Claes. There's Claes.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. Good morning from Las Vegas. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the affair. Hanna, your character Liesl is linked to a lifelong friendship with Anna. The bond between them is strengthened by this remarkable glass house. Were you attracted to the script because of this bond between these two characters?
Yes, of course. It's an amazing house, of course, but it was, of course, Hanna and Liesl's relationship that I kind of fell in love with, of course.
And Klaus, Victor commissions this incredible glass house for his family, but soon his wandering eye, it shatters his home life.
You mean the affair? That
Yes.
He's, yes. Yeah, I mean, it becomes quite messy from that, but I suppose it also becomes quite messy by the fact that they have to run because the war is coming and they need to leave the house, and so there are so many aspects. And also, I mean, on that level, that the new title really works because there are so many affairs here. There's the affair with the whole house, and there's the affair that I'm having. There's the affair that Hanna is having with Carice, and so I think it all sort of contributes to sort of make it all fall apart in a way, which is
nobody seems happy with anybody's relationship that they're in. Everybody's changing.
Yeah, but we just talked about this whole thing, that back then it was all very secretive, and you were just like, you were a man and a woman, and you were not allowed to be in love with another woman or another man if you're a man. I mean, it was very sort of strict and conservative, and so it all becomes very sort of suppressed and secretive, doesn't it?
And Anna, your chemistry with Carice Van Houten is remarkable. When did you realize you had a bond for these characters? Because it seemed genuine.
Well, actually, I think when me and Carice first met, I think we fell in love with each other as friends and as human beings, and that was really nice for me because, I mean, Carice Van Houten, I mean, she's been doing this amazing thing. She's much bigger than me out there. And so I was a little bit, oh my God, I hope she's nice. But she was so grounded, so professional and funny, and an amazing actress. And no, I love Carice as who she is. I mean, so yeah, it was for real in real life too, actually.
Excellent. And Klaus, the scene at the airport, very Casablanca, the Nazis striking your character, that just seemed all too real to me.
What seemed too real? That they were chased away, or what do you mean?
Well, just in the moment, when you're running back from the plane and then the Nazis stopping you, you just felt the terror. You just felt the Nazi presence in that scene,
Oh my God, that's
freedom.
Thank you very much for saying that. That's good. Yeah, but I suppose that's sort of, that was the horror of it, wasn't it? I mean, that families were torn apart, and you were not allowed to be with your loved ones. In this case, I mean, obviously this was his lover, and the girl taking care of the kids, but still, that's what it all, that's, I suppose, is what was really, really horrible about what went on back then, that you were separated from the ones you loved, and even more so for Hannah's character, where she was separated from Clarice's character for a very long time until they sort of come back together many years later. And you know, this is what war, I mean, that's probably what war really does. It tears families apart, doesn't it?
And Anna,
but it can never, sorry, it can never destroy love. Like the
No,
love,
that's the amazing bit of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
That and that's also the beauty of this story. I think that even if the Nazis and then the communists come in and try, and so but still the bond is there and is so strong that it brings these two women back together over so many years. I mean, it's like 40 years or something. The story spans 40 years, and I think that's actually what I think is the beauty of this story, is that whole thing that you get that connection with Hannah's character and Clarice's character.
And Anna, the costumes, the hairstyles, it really set the character, you know, to be in another time, the 1930s, the 1940s. As an actress, does the character come alive when you're just surrounding yourself by all those elements?
Of course, costume helps a lot, and it can also, if it's not good, then it will not work with you. But in this case, I mean, I love the costume, I love the scenery, I love the everything about it. It helped a lot to be in that time. Yeah.
And Claes, finally today, the glass house is remarkable in this movie. Can you tell us about it and how they use it in the movie, where they find it or they build it, or?
Oh my lord, it's got a long history. It's this quite famous and very influential architect called Mies van der Rohe that built it, and it, I mean, it is an incredible piece of work. And when you just show people photos of it or pictures of it and ask them, when do you think this was built, people will always say that it's maximum like 10 years old or something, because it's so modern. And it's built in like 1930 or 1928 or 2032 or something. It's incredible, and it's been an inspiration for a lot of people ever since. And to come and work in a location like that is just, I mean, that's one of the real benefits of being an actor, I think, that you get to do these things.
It's one of the stars of the film. It was remarkable. And
Yeah.
fresh from Czechoslovakia, hitting America, The Affair. Thank you both for joining me today. I enjoyed the film immensely, and we'll talk again soon. Stay safe. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.